Today is May 13th, 2017. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing my channel and my messages. Thank you for support of my channel. This is Karen from Mannadelight. And kind of when, divine inspiration comes in, I just kind of get on here and make a recording and hope that it helps everyone along their journey. One thing I've been noticing a lot of is judgment. And how that has to be one of the hardest things for us to let go of. However, like I've said before, religion and all of that, the judgment and the fear that I lived under for all of my life had to be released immediately. It was one of the first things that had to go, because I had to understand that there was no judge and jury, and that I needed to release all judgments of myself and of others. It has been a process, of course, releasing that. Because we all have been taught in our lives, not all, okay? Because then, I'm going to say, well, no, my parents never said that to me. I'll have somebody say that. So not all, the majority of us have learned to judge ourselves and judge everything that someone does and everyone else, and just judge. And we're the harshest critics of ourselves. We judge ourselves. And I'm sure I've made a similar video to this respect regarding judgment, because it's huge. We judge ourselves, and within the twin flame journey, we judge our twins because we can see them so clearly, and they're a mirror of ourselves, so we can see them and see everything so clearly, and we kind of have an idea of what we think they should do. So it's kind of hand in hand with control, and it's hand in hand with superiority, of thinking that you can judge someone else because you're more superior. And so it just leads me to touch more on the subject, because it seems like, and not just me, within this twin flame community, it's crazy, but it's crazy all over the board. As far as anybody who makes a YouTube video about anything, there's someone that comes on with some sort of negative comment, a judgmental comment regarding what they have done or said within the video. And I am coming from a teaching space. I have in no way implied, nor do I state that I am all-knowing, that I am the superiority. I know that my mission is a leader, a teacher, and a way shower. So I know that I carry that knowledge within my soul blueprint of the plan, of the way, the how to complete the journey. All of that is within my knowledge, and I will be given bits and pieces. New things will be unveiled, and I try to bring them forth to you only in the attitude of showing you the way, teaching you. And sometimes when to teach, we need to use places, people, things, situations, scenarios as an example. Okay. And it's not that we're judging it. It has to be used as an example for you to base your teaching on. If we believe all of the teachings in the Bible from Jesus, no one ever questioned that he was coming from a judgmental place. He was saying, this is what I see, and this is how it should be. This is what I am showing you, and this is how you should respond. This is how to heal that. And so that's the space that I come from. So in no way am I being a hypocrite when I talk about judgment. I'm not being contradictory to what I'm saying. I'm bringing forth something that I see within the twin flame community. I see it was something that I did myself and have released the majority of, and there's still honestly a hint of that there, because it is really, really hard to let go of that, to let go of judging someone else, because we have this idea of right and wrong, and it's still going on, and it's still going on within the divine feminine who judges their divine masculine. And this is at a point where in order to move forward, you have to let go of whatever it is and surrender, forgive, let it go. Basically, let that shit go. And I keep saying it. And so when we see messages out there of letting go, the first thing that your mind, your fear-based mind wants to go is, oh, they want me to let go of my twin. They're saying to let him go. It's really not my twin, and this, and they're never going to get their shit together, so I just need to let them go. What they're saying is to let go of whatever's holding you back, because it's about you. They're guiding you. They're not saying let go of someone. Let go of a person. Let go of a person who no longer serves you. If there's someone who is in your past and their ways, their energy, if it's just not jiving with you and they're just in their own mind frame and they take from you, then of course you let that person go. You walk away from situations and things and people and energies that are no longer serving you. But they're never telling you to let go of your twin and let go of your truth, because your twin is your soul's truth. This is your path. This is your mission. So as a twin flame, they're never telling you to let go of your twin. What they're telling you to do is let go of everything else, which is your control, your expectations, your beliefs of how it should be, or what you think your twin should be doing, what you think they need healed, okay, what you think they are doing wrong, and therefore you're placing judgment. And how do I know that it could be playing out in your dynamic? Because you still judge everyone else. You still judge the channels. There's a handful that I know your YouTube username, and you are on several of the teachers, because I listen to other people's readings sometimes in support, and I'll comment thanking them. So in doing so, I'm scrolling down to the comments, and there you are there. So you just judged me on my channel, and now you're over here on this channel judging this person. And that has to go at some point. I mean, there's no way that you can hold on to judgment. So I know if you're judging others, then you're judging yourself and you're judging your twin. And that's not an attitude of love or forgiveness. So just wanted to touch on that a little bit because I just feel like, it gets overwhelming that I can't believe that there's so many people still stuck in judgment. But there is, I mean, I expect that from the world, but within the twin flame community and where we're really, really going to a space of unconditionally loving everyone and unity consciousness, and we're all one, and that there is no judge, there is no jury, and no one is doing wrong, and there are no mistakes, and this is all lessons, and we're all souls, and we're all evolving. Coming from that space, there is no judgment. It has to be let go of. And so there's no reason for you to say, well, I've been thinking about your video and it really just didn't sit well with me. I don't see you coming from a space of love. Okay. You're judging me because you don't know my heart and you're judging me. So why haven't you released your judgment yet? And on the flip side of that is the fact that you can't see that you are judging. You don't see that because you're stuck in that field of I'm okay, I'm doing right, this person's not doing right. So there's that superiority and that self-importance aspect that ties into it all. And all these things feed off of each other. And, all of these negative emotions feed off of each other. And at the other spectrum is love and forgiveness and is acceptance. And that is accepting everyone, loving everyone, forgiving everyone for the choices that they make. And not imposing what you think they should be doing. But because we think that we're okay, we're doing all right, everything is good in my camp, but when I look at your camp, so there's that denial that comes into play of not really looking at what needs to be let go of still. And moving further into a space of love and acceptance. And so I'm seeing that is where a lot of the divine feminine are stuck, is not being able. It just floors me when I hear someone say to me that they are having trouble forgiving their twin and letting go of that. It just is like I don't understand that, because the space of love that twins have for each other is so overwhelming that I can't understand why that doesn't supersede anything else, that you just go to that space of love. And so then in that unconditional space of love, it's nothing that they could do that could wreck that. So the bigger picture is releasing your judgment and really moving into that unconditional space of unconditional love, which means there's nothing that you can do. That's why there's no judge and jury. That's why there is no judgments. And that is why you should never accept any judgments on your life, is because love is unconditional. And that's what we're ushering in. That's what we're anchoring here. That's the purpose. That's the bigger picture. So if it's unconditional, there is no judgment. That's why all judgments have to go to the wayside. So, so then when I see someone commenting on someone else's video or my video and they're judging, it talks of what space that they're still in. And so then it spurs a teaching like this that, there are some that are still stuck in that space. And so to teach and to show you the way and to encourage you to go down the path of more love, more acceptance, more forgiveness, more unconditional love, more unconditional thinking. When we accept people for who they are, there are no conditions on which you would not love them. And that is where we are headed. That is the space in which you should be operating from at this time. That is the space that you should always be operating from in dealing with your twin and whatever's going on in their life. It's not helpful to say, they're just not getting it. He just won't leave her. He's just stuck in that. He just thinks that, that she's the greatest, that, that he can't see that she's not right for him. And, so we're judging instead of loving them so that they can find their way to you. And that is what the full moon was about. It was about that the divine feminine who leads coming into that overwhelming blossoming of love and love of self. Because when you're really able to love yourself completely without conditions, meaning that you don't judge yourself. You don't judge yourself for anything. Like waking up on a Saturday morning and wanting pancakes with butter and syrup. And not judging yourself because that's what you want for breakfast, regardless of your waistline. And not judging that. That's the space. Not judging that you really don't want to do the laundry and you just want to lay down on the couch and watch a movie. And not judging that. And not judging anyone else, like when you walk into their house and they're laying on the couch and everything is like a mess. Not judging that. They don't want to clean. They just want to lay down. They're tired. The energies have zapped them. And not judging that. Seeing people walking down the street with a liquor bottle. And they're drunk and they're wobbling all over. And not judging that. You can look at them and concerned that they'll make it to where they gotta go, but not judging them harshly as if they're doing something wrong. That's their cross to bear. That is their issue to work through. And will do so on their own time, but you accept them for that drunk staggering down the street. And send them love. Bless your heart. I hope you make it to your destination, So just some of that I was tuning into, and how to take a look at that if you feel as if you are coming from that space still of just judging yourself, judging your twin, and judging others, to let go of that and to come back into a space of total acceptance and total love of yourself. If you do struggle with that, loving yourself, if you do struggle with just overwhelming feeling that unconditional love, I do have still available, we still have the activation available But I also have just the meditation available if you would like. It's the Blossoming into Love. It's a very loving space meditation, and it's designed for the Divine Feminine, but can be for whoever. But it's just a meditation of affirmations and you coming into the really wonderful, loving space. It encourages you to love yourself, and then you can, in turn, love, accept others as well. And it's all about releasing judgments as well. So that's what I have for today. That just something that I noticed and wanted you to tune into if you felt as if you are still coming from that space with your twin, and how you can move forward. And the answer, of course, is self-love. The answer is always love. But when you love yourself, you can love others and everyone else, especially your twin, and you can draw them into that loving space. You draw them into that loving space so that they know they're worthy of you, of this union, and it's a positive. So this is all positive. I encourage you to self-love more, to accept yourself more, accept everyone and your twin more, and to release the judgments. If you would like to dive deeper into your situation, I am available for readings. I do private video readings where you are sent the private link, and I tune into your situation for you. If you just need extra guidance and are just, I don't know how to get past this, I do offer healing and one-on-one sessions as well. If you would like to start with the meditation and see if it can move you into a space of love, unconditional love, self-love, that is available too. I leave all of my information below. Of course, I'm always here if you need me. I will be doing a reading on Monday for the new energies that are going to be coming in. On the 17th, Jen and I are doing another activation for the big shabam, the big day of May 19th, when Saturn trines Uranus. Very big day, but there's not only a Saturn trine Uranus, there's all kinds of other things that are lining up that day for all signs and all planets. So it's a very exciting day. And we'll have that activation on the 17th to prepare us for the 19th. Because it's going to be a big one. And that information is below as well. So happy weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I'm here if you need me. I love you very much. Thank you again. Namaste.